Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. So for today we are going to be watching TXT, Beautiful Strangers. They just released a couple of days ago. If I don't remember, it's a mini album. That's something that I have been seeing about this. It hasn't been that long since I got into TXT and I started hearing their songs and I started doing reactions and everything of them here on the channel. But apparently they have been having a whole story going around since they debuted or at some point in their career, and this is sort of the ending to that story. That's what I have been seeing a lot going around. I haven't seen the music video, but people are talking about this being the end of a story of years that they have been doing, that they're excited to see what else they're gonna do after this because this is the end of it. And I'm here like, oh, okay. So again, it hasn't been that long since I got into TXT. I do not know the whole story. If that is true and this is the end to that story that they have been doing for years, and you know the whole story, you're more than welcome to tell me in the comments below, please, because I don't think I'm gonna figure it out. I would have to be watching lots of music videos to be able to, you know, kind of figure out the whole story that they're going for. So if you know the whole thing and this is actually the ending of it, I'll say right now, you're more than welcome to tell me, or at least tell me somewhere that I can watch it that explains the whole story, including this maybe, or maybe the whole story, and I'll be able to guess how this is the ending. You're more than welcome to tell me in the comments below, because when I read that, I was like, oh, I'm very behind with the whole story because I didn't know that, and the fact that this is the ending, you know, I'm not gonna be able to make that connection for all of you. I'm sorry. I'll just watch the music video as what it is and kind of talk about it and all of that, and if there's a video out there that tells me the whole story, I'll listen to it and watch it, so at least I get an idea and fully connect this one if it's actually the ending, because that's what a lot of people are saying. That's something I didn't know, because I will say this, every time I have watched a music video I have been like, oh, I feel like this is connected to the other one that I watched or something like that. I always had that feeling, but I didn't know it was like years worth of story together in so many comebacks, and this is the ending. Again, if anybody knows the whole story, you're more than welcome to tell me. I'm not gonna be able to catch everything. I'll just watch this, see how it is, and talk about it, and then later on I guess I'll figure out the story. Even thought it is already ending. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So how long is this? Oh, it's just 3 minutes. Okay. That took a turn so quick. That is something that I barely do. It was so good. Things are happening. Done something like this? Yeah, I'm so behind. It feels so behind now that I know that. He is feeling good for extra or something. Do it for love. Oh, that's the way to end. I don't think it's ending. No, we still have like a minute. System alert. Again, I cannot read it if you put it that quick. I'll look it up and see what it said. TN has no exit unless something. Oh my god, it's like everything. I feel like shit is going down. Basically it. The Star chapter together. Oh, that's how I thought that was more. I was like, there's a minute left. It's over. Okay, so freaking out. I'm trying to find something. Can I thank? No, there's another one happening. Let me find, because there was stuff that I couldn't read. It was so quick, and finding it now it's probably gonna take forever. God dang it. It says system alert countdown in progress. That's one thing, and then it just says lights out in like 24 hours, a little bit less than 24 hours. There was something else. I think this says the same thing. System alert, stay calm, obey the system, wake up, the end starts now. And then now it says lights out in like 40 minutes. There was another part that it says something that again couldn't read. It was something the exit. The end has no exit unless you create one. There we go. Shit was going down. I'm just gonna say that. It does feel like the end of something, okay? And the fact that I don't know the whole story, I cannot speak on how good this is of an ending for a story. But things were happening. They were acting like strangers, but at the same time, the movement that they were doing were the same, you know, in a way. They had things on their backs, which for some reason the first thing that came to mind was angel wing. I don't know, but that was like the first thing that came to mind. I might be wrong. And it's everything is just destroying themselves or something, or destroying something, and they're just living through it. I probably have to see it again properly, but throughout the whole thing at the beginning they were acting like strangers, and then at the end they were like, no, we're in this together, we are going to go through this together and everything, when they were like running around and all of that. I don't know if that is something, but again, it does feel like the end of something. If somebody knows the whole story, more than welcome to tell me, because I'm very lost. But things was going to happen for sure. The whole thing about alerts, things are ending, the end unless you create one, that kind of a thing. It definitely makes you feel like something is ending and they are fighting to create that ending or something like that together. It's kind of the vibe that this was giving me. Again, it does feel like something, some kind of chapter. Again, this literally, most of their mini albums are something like The Star or something like that. Because I do feel most of the mini albums, at least the one that I have been seeing, does kind of have those names. Let me see. So these are albums. See, the Dream chapter, the Chaos chapter. Well, one is Magic, one is Freeze. The Name chapter, Free Fall. Oh, this is a full album actually. It is a full album. Okay. It is the Star chapter, Together. It is 8 songs. They have done repackaged ones. I went a little bit too far. The Chaos chapter, Fight or Escape. Mini albums. Again, the Dream chapter, Star. The Dream chapter, Eternity. These ones are Minisode 1, Minisode 2. Name chapter, Temptation. Minisode 3, Tomorrow. The Star chapter, Century. Everything is sort of like that. There's something chapter. So the fact that all of those have the same name, I'm guessing if you see the music videos in order, you might be able to get the story. That can take a while for me, but that's kind of the vibe that it was giving me just reading the titles. I'm pretty sure if you see everything in the order, you might get the whole story. So if this is actually the end of a chapter, I'm very curious what else they're going to do in the future, and if this has to do something with military service. I don't know when they have to do that, but that can also be why they're finishing this now. But if this is the end of the whole story that they have been doing for years of them being together, what they're going to do next is going to be very interesting, because it might mean that they are changing it up. It might be that they're now going to be focusing on something else, some other story or something like that. It can go very well, it can not be very well. Again, people are used to these kind of things, but something that I will say I've seen is that even though this is a whole story, now that I'm, you know, figuring that out right now, they have done a lot of different concepts and different things, not always have been the same thing. So that is something good, that if they do decide to change it up after this, because the whole story is ending, it is a good thing that they have done a lot of concepts throughout this whole story that they have been putting on to the fans, because they can just go with whatever they want, because they know it's going to work with TXT, you know what I mean? That is a good thing. So the way that they did it, it is like a good thing for them. But I am curious though what else they're going to do now that, you know, this whole story is like ending and it's done and all of that. So we will see what they do now. I'll see lights of this. They didn't show in, well, they did show a little bit of the dancing. There's a part that was very cool that I do want to see the whole thing. I don't know if they have ever done this kind of music before, at least from the ones that I have been hearing so far. I haven't heard anything like this, so I'm curious about, you know, the whole dance and everything. But I do really like this though. It does feel like the end of something. It feels sad for some reason as well, and I'm pretty sure the ending might be something positive, and like everything that they went to throughout the years, you know, does have like an ending and something like that. But it had a sad element to it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't fully know why. I don't know if it has to do with the whole story, but again, I'll look up the whole story. If you guys know it, you're more than welcome to tell me in the comments below, and how this kind of fits throughout the whole ending. I'll look at it myself and see what I find. So yeah, if you guys have seen this, let me know what you think, that you like it, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'm gonna see you on this. Bye.